Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? We're back, baby! Ah! 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 Lock it. Hit him in the body. Work the body, Rocky. Work the body. Let's go. W. Settle down. Not that type of video. Unbelievable. Can't believe you guys tried looking down there at the Spiadell. I'm bricked up. You're bricked up. Life's good. Another W video out of nowhere. However, settle down. Lock it in. We got lots to discuss today. I got water spitting out the mouth. Let me clear it up. It's like I'm jerking off on somebody's bust. Clip that, ship that, editor, clip it out. I said what I said. I'll fire your ass right now. I'll spray you now and don't make me spray you. However, lock it in. Just a little water, guys. Calm down. You're pissing me off, though. We got some lemons in the room because I heard a recipe for allergies that this actually helps with breathing. And believe it or not, I don't know, some home remedy shit. My mom believes in it. You know how old mamas be, old Italian ladies. You know, put you when you have a headache. You know they put you in a bath with a little olive oil or red wine. It reduces the stress. I don't know if you guys ever heard of some things like that. If you got any home remedies or weird stories from your old parents, let me know in the comments below of some type of remedy they got. However, don't judge the lemon. I'll smack you and then I'll kiss you. Back up. However, anywho, we got a lot of shit to discuss today. I can't believe what I saw when I saw the tweets, and I didn't have the time to post a video. I was doing shit, and then I come to this, and I see this article, and I don't believe it with my eyes because I saw the Paladin Discord was blowing up, and I was like, "What the fuck's going on over here? What's everybody talking about?" And then I hear it: Paladin Seal Twisting is making a comeback in Season of Discovery. What we've been asking for so long, for a couple phases at least, for a couple months, nothing too crazy. However, I'm very happy that it is back. But however, it seems like there is some caveats. So let's go down here and let's discuss it. Now, as a part of April 23rd's patch notes, Blizzard stated that Seal of Martyrdom will now be able to twist with other seals such as Seal of Command. Seal Twisting seems to be making a reappearance as a part of extensive feedback the Season of Discovery developers have been receiving over the last several weeks. I like this. Let's keep going. Blizzard. Seal of Martyrdom can now twist with other seals, including Seal of Command. The developer notes. Seal twisting was an interesting emergent effect that became popular during the original TBC, that utilized a slower server messaging system used in early versions of WoW to slightly extend the duration of a Paladin's active seal for a short time whenever a second seal was cast. This effectively allowed Paladins to momentarily gain the benefit of two seals at once if they applied the application of a new seal to line up perfectly just before their weapon swing. There is something we would have considered a bug at the time, but for many players, it became a popular feature of the class, allowing skilled players to increase their output with precision gameplay. We created this playstyle in Burning Crusade Classic, and since then, it's been a popular request in other versions of original WoW, including SOD. We had concerns about allowing Seal of Martyrdom and Seal of Command specifically to be twisted together in Season of Discovery for a variety of reasons, including the fact that playstyle is highly mana inefficient. It largely requires add-ons, such as Weapon Swing Timer, to function properly, and twisting can be unintuitive for less experienced players. As the game matures and we continue to listen to player feedback, however, we recognize that for some, that is part of the charm and the uniqueness of playing a Paladin during the early eras of WoW's history. We consider this change to be experimental, and we will watch the performance and behavior of Retribution closely after this change. I like that they're keeping eyes on the ret. I respect it. However, should it prove problematic, we may revert this change or apply additional adjustments later. We greatly appreciate the feedback we received about thus far. And with this change to allow twisting, we do not expect to see a major change in the optimal way to play Ret right away due to the interaction between Art of War, Martyrdom, and Exo. We likely need a larger redesign and changes to that interaction to truly add more diversity to the Retribution playstyle. We're evaluating options here for potential changes we can make either via hotfix during Phase 3 or as a part of a larger effort for Phase 4. Seal twisting has been a device mechanic in the WoW Classic community since its introduction to BC. Overall, they're basically asking, what do you think of the SOD changes? Now, these are not the only changes. We're going to bring you over to this article over here that's coming on the 23rd. However, though, this is a massive fucking W, okay? W, my friends, alright? You take 2 L's, put them together, that's a W too. Don't piss me off. However, this is awesome. Now, I know there are some paladins out there, they're like, oh, well, seal twisting, you don't need some dumb mechanic, this is sod overall, let's go down new areas and let's, find other innovation. I'm not disagreeing about the innovation part. I'm all for innovation. I want to see many new things amongst a lot of crazy classes. It's a reason why versions of WoW, which is obviously not technically WoW, like Ascension, is popular and has a community over there because they kind of go crazy and haywire with all their skills, right? And I think within SOD, of course, I want to see all classes and specs have new things and new abilities and returning stuff as well. But I think twisting is something that's been a part of what has been fun about playing Paladin. I mean, dude, even like, just having that small little window to get that burst, to get that potential. This is something I've been saying in many videos ago when I was talking about how, like, I'm a big Gears of War player, and when you hit that sweet active reload, you get that chance to reload quick and get right back in the action to get faster damage output compared to the other player who messed up their reload or did a slower reload. So it's like that active snappiness. It's that potential to see that big number and, play around this dice mechanic, as Surveillant mentioned in the Paladin Discord. It's like, that gamble effect. You might see that big proc, it might not be worth. And yes, it does burn through mana, of course it does. But I'm happy at least it's something that has been brought back, that has been part of the core game, when it comes to obviously, TBC era, of course. But in general, I think it's something dope, and I don't care what anyone says. I'm pro twisting. I'm very happy about it. I think it's awesome. Now, however, there is the caveat, which I want to talk about. Just because twisting is back doesn't mean it is reliable in PvE content. So guys, if you have, badass weapons like Parasomnia and the Chieftain's Bane, try it out, see how it works, let your boy know. My boy Nick, I actually gave him the Chieftain's Bane. We traded for the gloves the other night because I didn't know. I didn't know what if this was ever going to make a big deal, Divine Storm and Seal Command being good, I just didn't know. But now with these changes, I want to see how his output happens and, whether it's PvP, because I think in PvP, it's going to be fucking awesome. I think PvP, hit it with a repent, go into a seal twist, bang, you know what I mean? You can see some juicy stuff, or Hodge, right? But in PvE, I still think Seal of Martyrdom, Exo, at the moment is going to be the thing that we're going to still be doing as Paladins due to the massive burstus, or sorry, I said burstus. I'm not even speaking a proper fucking word. You're pissing me off. Due to the bursting in this, overall this meta, this burst meta that we have, right? Whether it's PvP or PvE, it's still this burst meta that we're in. Proccing Art of War with exos and stuff like that, and Vengeance and all the combination together, it's just so fast. It's so much damage so quick, and based on the haste, it's something that they even admitted in the article, and we'll go back to it just to double read that motherfucker one more time because I want to make sure they said it for sure. I said what I said. However, they may revert this change and apply additional adjustments later, and then also they even mention around here. Where is it? We likely need a larger redesign and changes that to the interaction and truly add more diversity to the Retribution playstyle. We're evaluating options here for potential changes that we make either via hotfixes during this phase or next phase for a larger effort. That's what I fucking want to see. And I'm going to keep it a buck with you. I think all classes want to see that right there. I love that fucking, that paragraph, whoever wrote that, I don't know if it was Akron or somebody at the SOD team, but hello, and you know what, drinks up. Oh yes, from the Retribution Twisting Wells, however, don't piss me off, back up devs. Anywho, this is great, and I like the fact that you are looking into larger effort options for Ret, and also, in general, I think any other class that is slacking deserves a larger effort evaluation, no matter what. I just think this is awesome. So, as we continue further with the patch notes, let's read other class changes, as long as other Paladin changes from what I've heard, and let's go into it. So, tomorrow, during the region's normal maintenance period, we will apply the following adjustments to classes in SOD. For Druids, to the homies, to the Druids, Feral Druids, much love to ya. Respect out there. I'm always here for the wild strike. So bring it on, baby. Bring it on. And also, let's consider Paladins possibly doing something with the auras. Maybe we get some type of wild strikes. Who the fuck knows? However, that's a discussion for another day. But much love to the Druids. The Druid. The natural weapon talents now increase all damage done by druids and sod instead of just physical damage. Ooh. The Gale Winds rune now reduces the mana cost of Hurricane by 60%. Oh shit. Okay, so are we talking Boomkin boost here? And then Swift Mend no longer consumes rejuvenation or regrowth effect on the target when used. Developer notes, please note that this still requires rejuvenation or regrowth to be on the target to be used. So, it looks like we have some changes to the druids. Let me know in the comments below what do you think about these three changes for your guys' specs and classes, and we'll discuss it. For Paladins, this is some juicy stuff. I'm really excited to go through this. Seal of Righteousness damage can now be critical hits, and I think that is a massive change. I was talking with my boy Tariak about this on Twitter, and actually, you know what? Let's pull up that Twitter link. Twitter, please don't have anything spicy real quick, guys. You know how Twitter be. You can go on there and something will happen. It'll be a bombshell. However, though, let's look at it. Let's look at it. Where is it at? My boy posted something really good, and this was actually an interesting post right here. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Let's look. Let's look. Let's look. Why can I not find it? Twitter, hello? Are we like smoking dick today? Twitter, hello? Here we go. We got it, guys. Right here. Let's get editor. Click the fucking button. I'll hit you. Now, the Seal of Righteousness buff is huge for Shotguns too. Seal of Righteousness should be able to proc Art of War, possibly morph its scales with Spell Crit. Much needed, I mean, honestly, because Psalm was starting to become the everything seal. Also, really nice, because this should open Aegis and Horn of Lordaeron in the chest slot for the Paladin tanks now. And no, fellers, I'm not joking about Horn of Lordaeron. Breaking down the stats it gives to the party. 2.7% physical crit with, quotations. Basically 2.7% spell crit because of Wrath Rune. 2.7% dodge. 45 strength, making the Blessing Might trade-off for like 20 AP. Being able to give the horn to the group means you are not having to shoehorn a pally or a holy paladin in the tank group. This is a nice change. And I tell you what, guys, this is really good because this is the kind of stuff I want to see when it comes to runes coming back to life and back into play. We all know right now that there are runes in the game where you're just no longer touching them. You're no longer finding use for them. You find a meta, you stick to the meta, you move on. And that can be a little, disheartening for a person, acquiring all these runes. And let's say you're getting 24 of these runes and you're only using the best meta ones for your play style. Now, that's not to say you should not enjoy that play style. Of course you could. That's not a personal attack. But at the end of the day, there should be, further research and tuning to these other runes and the other situations where you need to use a specific rune for the fight itself based around the raid fight, right? And just in general for people wanting to try different play styles of their class. So I like the fact that Seal of Righteousness has the effect to be a critical hit, therefore it can proc much more damage, turn your your class online, especially for shotguns and tanks, right? So this is really cool stuff. Sacred Shield duration is extended to 60, was 30. Yeah, I remember when I was trying even Holy out, Sacred Shield was just, I was trying like a Holy tank shotgun and like basically build. But Sacred Shield was like fucking 30 seconds. Like this is like, it feels like it goes away so fast. So 60 seconds, this is really nice. A juicy one, which I'm really looking forward to. Crusader Strike has now gained an additional effect. Crusader Strike now refreshes all judgment effects active on the target to a 30-second remaining duration. So, I'm wondering, does this basically mean if I pop on Seal of the Crusader on someone, and instead of it having a 10-second duration, if I pop Crusader Strike on them, and now turns it to a 30-second remaining duration, now Seal of the Crusader is no longer just a 10-second, debuff on the target? If that's the case, holy guacamole, ravioli, holy shit. That might be really dope, and I think that's cool on boss fights, just in general. So, even in, like, one-on-one PvP, scenario where a target can't, basically dispel or remove your Crusader aura that you, debuff them with. So, this is pretty interesting. For Priest, Shadow form now increases all shadow damage done by 25, was 15%. So a 10% increase. It would be good to see how that affects the overall numbers for Shadow Priest in general. Rogues, Saber Slash bleeds now stack up to 5 times. Saber Slash bleed now also increases the impact damage done by Sinner Strike and Saber Slash by 15% per stack for the rogue who apply the bleed. And now Saber Slash bleed now deals 3% of the rogue's attack power in damage per tick, was 5%. So it seems like they're really pushing the Saber Slash rogue style play build, because I know a lot of rogues, it's just basically mutilate and you're just dishing a fuck ton of damage, getting your combo points up, mutilating. Overall though, I do know they want to play around the sword style rogue, so let me know your thoughts in the comments below, what you guys think about, you know, the future of rogues with these kind of changes, if it alters your play style or you're going to stick to the same thing. However, no big deal, let's keep moving on. Shamans. Mental Dexterity now only triggers from dealing damage with Storm Strike and Lava Lash, and it now lasts 30 seconds, was 10 seconds. Very interesting. The big one, which I've seen here, the burn now increases. Flame Shock damage was 100% and Flame Shock dot duration by 6 seconds. So it's increased by 100% and increased by the dot duration by 6 seconds. And now also causes Flame Shock to strike up to 5 targets instead of 3. This sounds like some basically AoE clearing here from the Elemental Shamans. Developer notes, we received a lot of feedback about the overall usability of Mental Dexterity, particularly for Elemental Shamans. This ability was not intended to be used by elementals, so the adjustments we made are to help ensure its usage is a bit more enhancement centric. Oh, interesting. To compensate, we received the output and usability of the burn rune with a slight quality of life improvement in the form of Flame Shock duration increase, which allows 2 lava bursts cast to be used within a single Flame Shock duration. This is likely not going to be enough to overall bring elemental up to the level we want, so we intend to continue to make other tactical adjustments and future class adjustment updates as needed. So to my shamans out there, to my brethrens, what do you guys think? I know you guys are the brothers from the other mothers on the other side of paladins. What do you think about the Flame Shock updates? What do you think about the changes to the dot damage by 6 seconds, and you know, the targets from 3 to 5? And how do you feel about mental dexterity as well? But overall, on a final note, in the weeks to come, we carefully planning for more adjustments to Hunter, Mages, Shamans, and Warlocks in future updates. Big 4 right there. We really appreciate the feedback we received since the start of Phase 3, and looking forward to sharing more about our next round of adjustments with you soon. So I think that was pretty dope. A really good article, and I enjoyed seeing all the changes. A lot of good stuff coming out of here for April 23rd. And finally, we're not done yet, guys. We have one more thing. This could be a big one here. Limited free character transfers from PvP to PvE realms. So it seems like it's only specific from PvP to PvE realms in the Season Discovery. So Blizzard has announced that starting tomorrow, basically today, April 23rd, free character transfers will periodically open from PvP to PvE realms and SOD for both US and EU players. Citing player satisfaction, these transfers seem to be a limited time event, while an official end date was not specified. Blizzard stated throughout the rest of the week, so make sure to take advantage of the character migration if you want. So this is a note from Blizzard. Good morning, everyone. We launched a Season of Discovery, or when we launched SOD, we made some bold decisions. One of those was the creation of enforced faction balanced PvP realms. When we did this, we did our best to communicate some caveats that this may not end up being the experience you want from World of Warcraft, as PvP realms can be intensely challenging experience at times. While we are very happy with how the faction and balance system has worked out, we know from player feedback internally and externally that the reality of the balanced presence of both factions on a single realm, and that the individual layers will not always have equal factions, means that some folks have now decided they would instead prefer PvE rule set but have characters locked to these PvP realms. To that end, we generally want everyone having the best time they can in SOD, so over the next few weeks, we'll periodically open free character transfers from PvP realms to PvE realms. These transfer windows are open and close fairly rapidly. We offer no guarantee that you'll be able to transfer. The reason for this is simple. We need to ensure that the faction doesn't disproportionately leave a realm, pretty much, undoing months of hard work within a realm faction balance. These transfer options will periodically available starting Tuesday and will open and close throughout the rest of the week. As always, thanks to you for joining SOD, and we experimented a lot and learning much that will ultimately lead to bigger and better things. So, guys, it seems like we have limited free character transfers. Now, I'm very interested to see how this is going to play out, because I know there are a lot of servers out there that, you know, obviously majority, I think a lot of the players obviously doesn't like getting camped out by Horde or camped out by Alliance when it comes to, you know, getting in raids and stuff like that, or somebody's just like hawking portals, and then you just feel like all night long it's just Horde dominated, it's just player dominated by, you know, the Alliance, vice versa. You know, the shit flows both ways at the end of the day. But I feel like this is a good thing, but I'm also concerned about the server stability of what's going to happen. Like, if a lot of people just transfer off over a server, because I'm on Living Flame US right now, and I really love Living Flame. Living Flame's been great. I met so many amazing people on Living Flame, and a lot of nice individuals there. But it would kind of get me a little worried if, like, you know, majority of the Horde left or majority of the Alliance left. And now it's just, you know, people all just surge into PvE realms. I understand that people just want to play the game and be to themselves, and I get that. And if you joined a PvP server for a reason, because you want to get engaged in PvP, you know, but it is what it is at the end of the day. I'm not sure if we'll transfer. We'll see what happens. I got to talk with my guild about that and discuss what their ideas and goals are. But for people that are trying to do it, you have basically, you know, starting today from Tuesday, a week. Basically, just give yourself to the end of the week, maybe by Sunday, if anything. So make your decision cautiously, and, you know, go over it with your friends. However, though, fucking posts all across the board. I'm really intrigued to see what they're gonna do. I know, obviously, we didn't see every class change in here, and maybe some of you guys are not, you know, too thrilled about your changes. However, I do think that the fact that they are going through Discords, listening to the community, trying to put things as much as they can, quickly as they can, obviously, because, you know, they're working with a lot on their plate when it comes to their development time and what they're focusing on and what's their prio. However, if I had to say this, right, to, you know, leave you off at the end of my video here, Blizzard, devs, SOD is special. You put your chips in the sod, you're going to see a lot of players want to play the game and continue rocking with it. And stuff like this, like those words you were saying about, you know, largely putting effort into classes within this phase or phase 4, like you just mentioned with the seal twisting stuff with Retribution, that's the stuff that we like to see. We like to see that right there. And if you keep giving us that feedback, you're going to get a lot in return. Okay, you'll get the moolah, you just give us the moolah back, and then, you know, we'll have this friendly exchange. That's all it is, amigos. However, I'm really excited about this. I mean, shit, dude, who would have known? We're at 23 minutes. I don't want to speak your ear off all day, all night, but overall, an amazing time to be a Paladin, an amazing time to be a SOD player in general, and much love to you, amigos. As always, keep on keeping on. And if you're looking forward to see other changes, leave them in the comments below. Talk about more class changes. Obviously, you know, you already know the things I want to see for Paladins, as far as auras getting changes and talents getting reworked, stuff like that. So, leave your comments below. As always, I'll see y'all later. Somewhere, at least. Maybe in a back alleyway. Or maybe under, like, you know, the cares and crypts, you know? Maybe we'll get into some crazy shit. Smoke that good stuff. Settle down, stoners. However, I'll see y'all later. Editor, I swear, if you don't end this video, peace out. Editor, end the video. What do you mean you're not going to end the video? What the hell did you just do? Was that a rogue? All right, settle down. Get out of here.